Hey, welcome to Easy Computer Fixes, and today we'll talk about a feature in Windows, and it's been there since a very long time. First time I remember using this feature is, well, way back in Windows 95, I believe. It's the disk defrag. Actually, I think it was even available in DOS as a command, if I remember well. Defragmentation of your computer, Windows computer, is an important part of keeping it working correctly. What's interesting in the latest versions of Windows is that when you don't use your computer for a while, it actually does some kind of defrag of the file system. And that's not a bad idea, but you can manually defrag your hard drive. Now, what is fragmentation? It means that, for example, if your computer is writing a file to your hard drive and suddenly you decide that you erase another file, well, you'll leave a little hole where there's no data. But the computer and the hard drive are made to actually fill that hole. So what happens is, if you write a new file, it's actually going to fill the hole. But if your file, for example, is bigger than a hole, it means that it will put part of the file in that hole and part of the file, the rest of the file, in another spot. Maybe you have multiple little holes, and what can happen is, if you write a big file, it can actually fill 10, 20, 30, 100 holes. That means that your files is broken down into small little pieces and scattered all around your hard drive, and that's what fragmentation is. Heavy fragmentation of your hard drive can shorten your hard drive lifespan, first of all, because of the heavy work that you put on it. It can crash applications. It can also make your computer run slower, because if your hard drive needs to get 100 those little parts and put them together to open a program, for example, it's going to take longer than if it has one big file to just load at the sequence. So how do you defrag your computer? Well, you just go into the Start menu, click on Computer. There you'll see hard drives, and you'll see your hard drives. I have got two hard drives here, C and D. What you do is you simply right click on the hard drive, the main hard drive, go into Properties. Here you'll see, for example, the used space, the free space available on your disk, and at the top you'll see there's a thing called Tools, and here you see Error Checking, Defragmentation, and Backup. So you'll click Defragment Now, and it's going to pop up the defrag program. One interesting thing about the latest versions, in Windows 95, 98, XP, you had to actually analyze the disk for it to tell you if there was fragmentation or not. But starting Windows Vista, they've added a cool new look to the defragmentation program, and it tells you already if fragmentation is there. So, example here, it says, well, 0% fragmented next to my hard drive, which is nice because it means that I don't have to do defragmentation. So if you see 0%, you're all right. It means your computer probably does it by itself. But if you see 5, 10, 20%, then what you'll do is just click at the bottom, Defragment Disk. And it's going to pop up this little running program where it's going to analyze and start defragmentation of your hard drive. How long does it take? It depends on how often you did it. And an example of that, a friend of mine didn't defrag its Windows XP computer for 2 years, and it basically took about a day and a half before it actually defragment all the drive. If you do it often or regularly, It can take anywhere from a few minutes to a couple of hours. So it really depends on how often you defrag your computer, and also it will be dependent on the amount of data on your hard drive. The bigger the hard drive and the bigger the data, the amount of data you have, the longer it can take for you to have a defragmentation, a complete defrag of your hard drive. So keep in mind that it can be quite long. If you've not done it for a very long time and it says that it's quite fragmented, what you could do is simply leave it overnight doing a defrag. So this is a little easy computer fixes video on defragmentation and why you should do it on your hard drive in Windows. If you're a Mac user, don't look for defragmentation. There's no fragmentation in the Mac OS X file system. So there's no software or no utility for that because you just don't have to do that feature. It's really a specific Windows problem. So thanks for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or maybe you have an error message or a problem you'd like us to have a video to help you fix it, let us know in a private video. There are chances that if you have a problem, a lot of people have the same problem. So not only will you help yourself, but you'll be helping others with computer problems. So thanks for watching. Hope you come back to Easy Computer Fixes channel. Bye-bye.